Well, hello everybody. I thought I'd make this video here. Mike asked for this video. Just kind of wanted to see what was left for wood on the job that we're on, the current job. So usually we ask the Skidder boys, either Paul or Josh, and their numbers can sometimes be a little skewed. So with the help of technology and this beautiful drone we have, we can now flip that thing up in the air and take a look at everything and see exactly what's left out there as far as bundles go. So I took this drone up and I decided to take a quick video. And it was, Mike did kind of ask for it, so it was, you know, I'm really working in this video because I'm kind of doing what the boss asked. So you can kind of take a flyover view here, and there's some aspen in the middle, and there's some hardwood off to the left right there. And you can actually tell the different species of trees that's left on the unit. So there's kind of a little view there. Paul's pulling up a bundle of Nasty Beach. I can see it from a mile away. That one right in the middle is a nasty one. And you can see that one too, that's with a single right in the middle of the screen right now that it's got the chain in it. We got to cut that up and chip that top yet. We'll get that done. Before we leave, get that chain out of there. We'll cut a chunk off it and then throw that top to the chipper. Once again, that's a swamp right there, that real green. There's some water flowing through there. So, and then once you get beyond that, this was cut about 15 years ago, so you have some really smaller regrowth right there in that section, and you can see the back section that we cut on this job. A little hilly back there, and you can kind of see it now because my drone's only running about 300 feet right now up in the air, so you can see the terrain a little bit better rather than being, you know, up higher. So you can, terrain's a little hilly, and that's why the skid tails aren't all flowing to one direction. They're kind of weaving in and out of here and there. That's why it's not a straight shot, because there is some hills going on there. And not crazy steep, but just hills. There's not like no cliffs or nothing. So you can kind of see what's left on this job. There's some nice chipwood in that back corner. Really nice chipwood in that back corner. So there's about 2 loads of popple right there when it comes to chipwood. You can kind of see that there, and then to the right, it actually falls off quite a bit. There's a ledge right here. Just a little hill, not like nothing they're dealing with out west or something. They're not close enough to that business. So just scanning the property, and then that kind of ends right there because you get back into that regrowth. So right here is where I find the one skidder. Yeah, exactly. Getting a lot of wood pulled up while we're on. This is in the afternoon, and it's about the 6th or 7th truck we've got out. We've got 6 or 7 trucks out at this point, and we had a little break in between trucks, and it was sunny out, and there was no wind. So I said, I gotta get the drone in the air, and this is where I found the one Skidder boy. I already mentioned who the other one was, so you can figure out who this one was. He's got a good hitch there, a good pull, a good drag, good bundle of hardwood there. And I got to be real careful here because I don't know what trees are below the drone, so I don't want to get caught in no limbs. But I figured I'd get a pretty good shot there of the old 535D Caterpillar Skidder. It looks real pretty there, don't it? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So this job is about wrapped up. I won't know till I get to the job tomorrow exactly what we got left. We should be getting really close to done with this job, and it'll be done and on to the next one. So like I said, this landowner, he's gonna plant a bunch of trees that he wants planted on this piece of ground. That was the main purpose of us clearing it. I mean, there's all kinds of purposes, but that's one of the reasons, is he wants to plant some trees. So he'll have a lot of nice areas to plant trees. Now these taller singles right here, these oaks, and there's a couple maples. Mike's cutting those down with a chainsaw, so I do get a video of them here. So them got to be cut down yet. So what Paul's doing over here is he's trying to get all of those trees, all those bundles that are left, out of Mike's way, so Mike's not crisscrossing and shang-tangling and making a giant mess for all of us. So Paul really works trying to get those trees cleared out, the bundles cleared out of the way, so Mike's got a nice clean spot to drop them where he's not trying to crawl over bundles. And it's just easier for everybody, safer for everybody, if he gets those cleaned out of the way. So that's what Paul was really working on. I looked for Mike and looked for Mike, and I found his four-wheeler, and then I finally found him. So we got a little video here of him dropping some trees here, and I don't know why, but I just love it. Just beautiful. So that's the rest of the cut. He didn't cut nothing to the right of there. That's all staying. He's done cutting at this point as far as the buncher's concerned. Mike's got those trees to drop, and he's, I think, completely done with those as of today. He's got those down and topped, and those are a separate log going to a different mill. And so we just got a lot of stuff going on, trying to get it all wrapped up. That's the hardest part about some of this stuff when you're doing stuff like this, is just to get everything wrapped up at the same time. You don't want to have a bunch of these big trees standing while we're leaving and having to come back, and it's just a lot of work. Not a lot of work, but you just have to get your timing right. And Mike has been working on these trees for a few days now, trying to get them done. And it's getting sunny out, as you can tell. It's getting hotter. This day he came up and he was whooped. And a lot of work cutting these trees down. That's all there is to it. Not really cutting them down isn't the hardest part. It's the trimming them up, bucking them up. That takes quite a bit of work. So here he goes. Oh shit. Now, Mike did actually ask me, would he come up to the landing that day, at the end of the day, and says, I said, I flew it around. He said, did you get that tree that I dropped straight towards the quad? I said, yes, I did. He said, I knew I had room. And I was watching. I said, this is going to be close from the air. And Mike knew exactly what he was doing, of course. So that's kind of cool video there, him dropping that tree. That way he can trim it up and jump on his quad and take off somewhere else. He got that quad here a couple years back, and he absolutely loves it because it makes a big difference. And he usually can save a lot of walking, save a lot of energy. So right here, I'm sending that drone up about as high as that thing will let me go, and you can kind of see the whole job. Can't really see the whole job, but you can see the good vast majority of it. We'll bounce up here quite a ways, take a good look. And you can just kind of see all the different skid trails, the bundles laying all over, the different cut. Kind of gives you a good view of exactly what our operation looks like, rather than me just walking around the landing with the camera in my hands and kind of walking down a skid trail or something. You can see the whole section there. And it's pretty interesting. It's a good view. I like it. And here I just kind of zoom over a little bit of everything. kind of see what's going on, the whole job. So I will right now cue the music up, I guess, and give you guys just a nice little view of the area. So thanks so much for watching. This is what's left on the job. I'm sitting in here giving you the goodbye signal with my hands. I'm not sure why. So I will check out all you chipsters later. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.